and welcome to Author's Excerpt Sunday. It is an honor to be before you today. My name is Sharice Johnson Moore, and I am the owner of Sharice Johnson Moore LLC, where I help entrepreneurs gain exposure through advertising, broadcasting, publishing, and marketing. And I would like to say it is an honor and a privilege to be before you today. And I want to say welcome to Author's Excerpt Sunday. Author's Excerpt Sunday. Welcome to Author's Excerpt Sunday. Author's Excerpt Sunday. What's up, everybody? Sharice. Hey, I try to, be lively. Gotta be lively. Gotta be lively. So our topic today is 5 things you should do before publishing your book. 5 things. I give you a list of 5 things you should do before publishing your book, right? Because why I talk about this subject, and this is, I want to give you some backstory on this, right? Why I created this show. First, I want to say to all the authors, I know what you're going through because I've been through it with that, with this book here, with the first one, with Coming to Loving Yourself. I self-published it, and it was a lot of things that I didn't know about publishing. You go into this research mode and you go and you think you know everything. You really don't, right? Like, okay, so this is some of the lessons that I learned for myself about the 5 things you should do before publishing your book, right? So with that being said, let's get into these 5 things, these 5 things that need to be done and whatnots and everything. And we got to get it done. Sometimes things are not clear to us, but they're not clear to us, and sometimes we have to learn things the hard way because we don't do our research. When I first published my book, I did not know it was important for me to do these 5. Well, some of them I knew and some of them I didn't, and I want to share some with with the authors that do watch this show that are authors or potential, you're thinking about writing a book or you're in the process of writing a book. And I wanted to share these things with you. Thorough editing. Oh my goodness. You would just not believe the things that are necessary for a book to be successful. And that is before publishing a book, ensure that your manuscript undergoes thorough editing, right? Where they're proofreading, they're going through each line to make sure each line is cohesive in what you're trying to tell a story, and there are things that are not left out. This includes both the development, which means the structure, the plot, character development, and copy editing, the grammar, punctuation, and the style, right? Because I have, how you be excited about a book because it's a new book and you don't know who the author is and things of that nature. And I'm an avid reader. I'm gonna let y'all know I like to read a lot of books on my tablet, ebooks. And I also like to buy paperback or hardback books. I've been doing that since I was a kid. My grandma, she got me into reading, and I'm thank the Lord that she did. Okay. And this is an important fact because the one thing I would say would be a lot of misplaced sections in a book where things are out of place or they're not cohesive with the story and they're out of place and they may be in the wrong chapter. I dealt with that with my book. I dealt that with my book. Well, I had uploaded my book being so fast. I had uploaded just 3 chapters of the book, right? The 3 chapters that had been proofread and edited. forgot about I had posted this book on Amazon, right? And then when I looked at it, I looked at all the graphical errors, misspelled words, sentence structure wasn't complete thing, from that first upload. I didn't. It's good. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's good to read your own stuff. Read it out loud to yourself to make sure everything is the way you want it in this book. And please hire a professional editor. Please hire a professional editor. At the very least, have a beta reader review your work for constructive feedback. I didn't get a beta reader to read my book before I published it, but I did read the book into completion, and I had to go back and make some edits myself, because at the time I didn't have the money to pay a professional editor. I didn't have the money to pay a professional editor. God blessed me with someone that proofread and edited my book for me. Thank the Lord, because I would have been paying out of the pocket. That is one of the expenses that you really want to invest in when it comes to your book as a professional editor. Okay. To check your plot, your structure, your character development. Does the character jump from this scenario to this scenario in 5 minutes, or is it a gradual thing, or is it, how is the structure set? How is your structure and your grammar and the punctuations and style? There's a certain process to all of that when you are writing a book. Okay. Number 2 is professional book cover designer. Okay. Number 2. I'm gonna say this with the niceness of my heart. If you don't have the skills you do not have the skills at creating your professional book cover, don't attempt this yourself. Because your book cover is the most seen thing that someone looks at when they want to purchase your book. Okay? Invest in that. Invest. Please invest in a professional book cover or someone that has skills in this area, a graphic arts designer. Okay? Invest in professional book cover design, right? The cover is often the first thing readers notice. I noticed that. Sometimes that is the turning point for me, whether your book is professionally designed or not, your book cover. Because I want to, it's the first thing you see about a book is the book cover. You are not skilled in this area. Start creating your own book covers, please. Please. I'll just say that, please. I've seen some book covers. They look nice, but please get a professional to do your book covers. Yes, that is something. It is an expense. It is an expense. Building an author platform is number 3. Okay. Building your author platform is crucial. Online presence is crucial before you publish your book. Make your author pages, your accounts. This includes your website, your active social media accounts, your possible mailing list. It consists of a lot of things when you are publishing before you publish your book. I've seen a lot of authors do this where they don't create the website. They don't create an author's page, and they just start going on social media telling people about their book, and they go into this thing of this ought to be enough for people to buy my book. No, that's not that. No, that's not enough, because I'm going to tell you that it matters to people that are looking for authors to interview of what you have in your arsenal as your author platform. Okay. Everyone is not, I'll say this, everyone that interviews an author in a professional capacity always looks for how I can purchase the book, where can I purchase the book, is it on Amazon, is it not on Amazon, is it on a website, is it on your social media platforms, is it, and you know um you know just those things are the aspect. Engaging with your audience, share insight about your writing process, and create anticipation for the book. When you do not do this, it when you don't engage with the audience, when you don't share the insights about how your writing process is, or create anticipation for the book, no one is going to know. It's a build up. It's a build up. I did not do that with my first book. I did it with my second book. I did it halfway. I did it half half-ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did that half-ass with the second book, the study guide. Um, but now I understand the purpose of engaging with your audience. I understand the share insights about the writing process. I understand to create the anticipation for your book. Because when you don't do these things, you're cutting yourself short. You're cutting yourself short when it comes to the sales of your book. Okay. And I know that firsthand, right? Um, and never stop promoting your book. Never stop promoting your book. Marketing and promotion plan. Okay, please put one together, develop one, sit down, go to chat GBT and say, write me a list of ways I can market and promote my book. Okay, if you are self-published author, because when you're a self-published author, you have to do everything. You have to sometimes go beyond. If you self-publish but you go through a publishing company, sometimes it's good to do your own thing to get the book out there anyway. You see a lot of stars doing this, where they they um they've written this book and they go on social media platforms and they do all this comprehensive, and they might have a team to help them, but a lot of us don't have teams. So it's best to get a list, write the list down, go Google it. Google, how can I market and promote my book, or write me a plan for marketing and promoting my book. You can do that. It'll pull all that up on Google or Chat GPT. Um, Develop a comprehensive marketing promotion plan. This includes the strategies for both online and offline promotion. So, say, um, this is a prime example. You see my books behind me. This is online promotion. Offline promotion would be book signings. You sign up for book signings. Church. See if your church will get involved. Things of that nature. Where you can reach out to book bloggers, planning a book launch. Utilize social media advertising and do a lot of that. Exploring other promotional avenues, generate awareness. Okay. I put a post on my Facebook page this morning about my all my my books, right? About the two books behind me and other things I offer for my business. And I put that into my marketing and promotion plan for the year of what I'm going to do each week with advertising and marketing and promoting my book for a whole year. I wrote the plan out for a whole year. This is what I'm doing January, this is what I'm doing February, this is what I'm doing in March, this is what I'm doing May, on and on and on and on and on. Right? So that is some ways that you can market and promote your book, where you use social media. You create their Facebook, Instagram ads, book launch, where you have, all right, well, you got to create emails, send the emails out. You also may want to start an email list. Email list is, it builds your audience with an email list. Email lists are so important. Um and it is, everybody wants to rely on social media. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's cool. But some things social media can't do. Social media can't do everything. Social media don't solve all the problems when it comes to publishing, getting this book out here. I'm just let y'all know right now. Um, Formatting for publication. Showing the manuscript is properly formatted for publication includes formatting both print and ebook versions, and if you do an audio book. Okay, adhering to the guidelines of the chosen publishing platforms. Check out what draft to publish. I think that's what draft to publish. I think that's one of them, right? Amazon and Ingram Sparks, things of that nature. When you upload these books and you've been wondering why they don't upload, they're gonna tell you formatting. The formatting is what's going to get you. The formatting is what's going to get you. So do that in time. Okay, so yeah. Formatting for publication. Format for publication. Ensure your manuscript is properly formatted for publication, which means be wondering why you can't upload your book because it is not in the proper format sequence that Amazon may accept it. They will, you normally get a notification saying they'll pull it up on the screen and say, look, okay, well, we can't publish this because it's not formatted. You might have to go back into the original manuscript and move things down. It might be too high, it might be too low, it might be, you have to, do and take your time with doing this, and these are some services that come with the publishing companies, that they do format your book for you. But sometimes, like I say, these self-published authors, self-publish means that you have to do everything yourself. That means you have to go in and make the corrections yourself, or you have to pay somebody to do it if you don't know how to do it. Okay. One thing I want to say, where pay attention to detail, such as the font, the spacing, and the character chapter breaks to create professional and reader-friendly layout. Okay? There's nothing worse than reading a book that it's just like it just thrown together. Okay, the fonts is too big, the fonts is too different, the fonts is times new times Roman new, or new times Roman, or where times Roman numeral or whatever, times Roman, where you have that on one paragraph, then it's allura in the next, and then it's this and that. Yeah, it's good to have your fonts all the same size and all the same size and character, because that can, you know kind of give you a bad review. You know how some people are now these days, where when they're reviewing books, that they see all these mistakes in the book, and you be like, "Why I ain't got no good review?" Okay, well, maybe you need to go back and redo some stuff. Read your books before you publish them. Read your own books before you publish, or get a beta reader. Have one of your nieces or nephews or somebody read your book before you publish it. You can always get them a PDF, PDF. If you give a beta reader your book, make sure it is, where on the bottom of the page, I'm giving y'all some extra tips. On the bottom of the page, you put your name and what day, and it's copyrighted and things like that. Each bottom of each page. then there can't nobody share that with someone. They can't copyright your stuff because it's already been copyrighted. Yeah, so some things are very suitable for you to do. The 5 things again for your book to be before you publish it is thorough editing, professional book cover design, building the author platform, whether that is a website or a social media page. Sometimes it's even good to create the title just to give your social media page the title of your book. Okay, I've seen authors do that. That's a great idea. Matter of fact, where I went into be like, okay, what's the page? Okay, well, this the page, and then it be like, oh, that's the title of the book. It's not about the person. It's about the books. If marketing and promoting plan, a marketing promotion plan, and formatting for publication is very important. I also want to give y'all this advice. I want to give you this advice. I know I want to give you this advice for authors. Copyright your book before you publish it if it's already been read. If it's been read, it's been reviewed, it's been edited, and the last thing, you want to make sure it is copyrighted. They always give you this, oh, you don't got to copyright the book until after it's published and all this. I'd be like, wait a minute. Why wouldn't you want to copyright this before you publish it? Because if you publish it and it's not copyright, somebody could turn around and take your stuff and put a different title on it, change some sequence in it, and then call it theirs. That's their book, and then put a name and a different book cover on it and everything. I have seen that done to authors before, and it is very heartbreaking that they do not copyright your books. Copyright, copyright, copyright. Because people like we already know what we're dealing with when it comes to these scammers and hackers and all this other stuff we got there on social media. So, keep keep your head on a swivel and copyright your books before you publish them. Put the copyright at the U.S. Library, the Copyright Office, to get the books copyright before you publish them, because you don't want to publish something and then somebody steal your stuff and then you put it out there and they say you stole theirs and it's copyrighted in their name and not yours. Okay? Just want to put that out there. All right, babies. So I want to thank you all today for coming in for Authors Extra Sunday. And I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate everyone coming in and participating. Okay. My name is Sharice Johnson Moore, and I want to say thank you for coming in, right? If you need to get in contact with me, please don't hesitate. I can help you with I do publishing consulting. I have that as a service, editing, proofreading as a service. Reach out to me if you need these services, because I want to help you. I want to help you become the best author you can be, and I want your words to magnify throughout all the world. And our motto here is, let's tell the world about your book. Let's tell the world. Let's tell the world. There's 8 billion people on this planet. So, you don't get stuck in hometown. Don't just get stuck at home. Reach out. Go, different things. Go do different things to get your book out there. Okay. And that is tell the world about your book. I want to also say that it is an honor and a privilege. You can reach me on my website or my email address in the ticker tape at the bottom of the screen. Let's run that again. My email and website is in the ticker tape at the bottom of the screen, and you can contact me anytime you want. Okay. I want to also say that we have a special guest coming. Special guest. Her name is Janice Kenyatta, and she will be on our podcast. She will be our podcast guest for Authors Excerpt Sunday podcast. And we get into that at 2, and I will publish it as soon as we finish with recording. She's coming on Authors Excerpt Sunday podcast, and the title of her book is 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 it is it is so much so. Yes, it is a thing of, we got to support other authors. We have to support other authors when they have their books, their what they do, what they, what's going on. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can't do that. Let me. Podcast, Authors Extra Sunday podcast. She will be a guest, and I will be uploading that as soon as it finishes. As soon as it finishes. So I will keep y'all posted about that. She's our special guest for Authors Extra Sunday podcast. I want to thank everyone for coming in today, and I want to say it has been my honor and a privilege to come before you to bring you all the good news about being an author. I want to encourage you and help you along. So we have some changes coming in the next couple of months with wanted to give y'all a heads up that I am creating a webinar. Okay, creating a webinar, and I will keep you posted. It will pertain to authors. It will pertain to authors. I want to help authors as much as I can, and I think this webinar will be most marvelous for you all. So if you are interested in the webinar and you want to be included on the email list, when I get all the aspects of it put together, and you want to come in, the webinar will be on Zoom. And if you would like to be in the place and be put on the email list to receive the information, firsthand information, please don't be shy. Reach out. Say, put in the subject line, I want to be a part of the webinar. I want to be a part of your webinar. I want to be a part of your webinar. The webinar is coming soon, and I just want to let y'all know that I'm creating a webinar for authors, and I will give you more facts when the time is right. Okay, babies, don't be scared to reach out to me. My email and website is available in the ticker taper at the bottom of the screen. I want to say I love you all, and I thank you all so much for coming in and being a part of Authors Excerpt Sunday. Thank you so much, babies, and y'all have a blessed day.